Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to be doing a recent pickups video. It's been about 3 weeks since I did my last one, and I picked up a good deal of games. I got 8 games here to show you guys. But tomorrow, actually, first I'll talk about before I get into the games. This will be like a recent pickups and a little update. I've been playing BioShock 2. I love it. I haven't bought it yet. I rented it, but I picked it up on the PS3. Well, rented it on the PS3. And I actually think I'm liking it more than the first one. I really, really enjoy this game. I'm just having a blast with it. I like that it's a little more shooting than the first one. There's a lot more action. It's just awesome. And tomorrow, well, later today, in about 10 hours, I guess, I'm going to go pick up Heavy Rain. I'll give my impressions of that game, probably with some gameplay footage here and on the website. Um, so I'll link it as always in the side if you guys want to check out the website, which I think many of you have, but you should keep checking it out. We update it pretty much every day. But yeah, that's basically it. So I'll get right into the games and talk about all of them because oddly enough, I think I've almost played all of them that I've bought, so I can talk about basically about all of them, or at least tell you a little about them. The first game is ECW Hardcore Evolution. You may be wondering, why did you buy this game? Uh, Me and my friend didn't go to class last week. Bobby, who's on the site with me, we didn't go to class. We went to Play and Trade, and this was sitting there on the PlayStation shelf, and it was sealed actually. So I checked, saw how much it was. It was $1. So I picked it up, and it was pretty cool. It was sealed. Maybe the last sealed PlayStation game I ever bought. But it was pretty cool that they had a sealed game on there, especially for that price. Yeah, it's a pretty crappy game. It's basically all it is WWF Warzone and Attitude, but instead of that, you just have ECW sets, ECW wrestlers. You get some variants in matches, but nothing too crazy. It's still the same engine. But it was pretty cool that it was sealed. But oddly enough, once I opened it, the case pretty much broke, and it's not staying in. So go figure. Next is a game that I had when I was younger, and I just really want to play it again. It's Twisted Metal. It's a greatest hits game, but I didn't really care. It was just a game I wanted. They're a lot of fun, the Twisted Metal games. I think the Twisted Metal 2 was the very first game I ever had on the PlayStation. That and NHL 97, I believe it was. Um, but if you don't know them, these are basically like fighting. It's like a fighting game, but with cars instead of just regular people. They've been on every platform. I think it's PlayStation, PlayStation One, PlayStation 2, PSP. I don't think there has been one for PS3 as far as I know, but hopefully very soon that'll be coming out. Um, I don't even know if it's in production, but But Sweet Tooth was the mascot for that. Next game is Siphon Filter 3. I basically had to go back and get one free game because there they have buy two get one free on PlayStation games, and I always forget that, so I always have to run back. But I went back to pick this up for free, but then I pretty much realized that the game that was going to be free was the cheapest one. But I got this because I thought I have Siphon Filter 1. I thought I had Siphon Filter 2, but I think I did, and I may have traded it or something online. But I was like, you know what, let me just complete the series, but I was wrong, so I had to go back and buy Siphon Filter 2. I've actually never played Siphon Filter 3. I played Siphon Filter 1 and 2. They haven't aged well. I'm not expecting this one to be that much better, but the ones on PSP are actually really good if you're looking for a PSP game to pick up. Next, I got two Xbox games. The first is Indigo Prophecy. You probably saw these some of these you'll see that from my collection videos. But this is actually a really cool game. I hear it gets worse at the end, and I probably won't be going back to this soon because Heavy Rain is coming out. It's really the only reason I picked this up, just because I want to see what the type of gameplay that Heavy Rain would be. It's very similar, at least from to the demo. But it's I like the story's pretty cool, but I hear it takes a really weird turn and gets pretty crappy towards the end. But I put about an hour and a half, 2 hours into this one, and it's actually pretty cool. If it's anything like Heavy Rain, I'll be happy with the gameplay. I think the story in Heavy Rain is gonna be a lot cooler. It's gonna be a lot more advanced, but still pretty cool. It was worth the $4 I paid for it, whatever. This is a game I gotta really play. It's Evil Dead: A Fistful of Boomstick. It just looks very campy and over the top, which is pretty cool. Um, But the only time I really play my Xbox is when I'm inside right before I go to in my room right before I go to bed. I have my older systems hooked up back there. Got my Dreamcast, my PS1, Genesis on the floor with my Xbox on the old TV. But so I don't really get to play the Xbox that much. But this was a game that I just for some reason wanted to pick up. Haven't played it yet, but I will be playing it. I'll get the last game that I haven't played out of the way. And this was just it just I heard good things about the series at least. It's Wild Arms 3. It's a RPG. It's actually made by Sony, I believe. Uh, and the art style looks really cool. It looks like a cartoon. It just it takes place in the Wild West according to the box, and I would probably think that was true with Wild Arms. But I haven't played it yet. But it's one that I hope to get around to. It was in perfect condition. I don't think anybody ever actually played this game. It looks awesome. There's not a scratch on it. Came complete and everything. It was just you had to buy one, get it was like buy one over $10 or under $10 get the other one free. So I got this and the Evil Dead game, both for probably about $5 each. So those are the two games I haven't played yet, but these are the two games I can tell a lot about. First is Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. I don't remember if I showed this yet, and I haven't done a DS collection, but this is an awesome, awesome game. I'm not a huge DS fan. It's not that I don't like it, it's just that I never really know what to pick up. But I got this for $10 used at Blockbuster, and it's awesome. The only complaint I have is the driving. The driving is very tough, but I've put about 3 or 4 hours into this game, just playing at night before I go to bed. I don't really play the DS or PSP when I'm just sitting at home. But this is awesome. I love the controls are awesome. Aside from the driving, I love that you have to use the stylus to like break into cars, into some cars to hotwire them. You got to build Molotov cocktails and stuff like that. It's just really cool. The art style is just awesome. I love like it has like an old NES like SNES feel to it. It's very weird seeing a Nintendo game curse as much as this one does. There's no voice acting aside from a few grunts and yells and stuff like that. Everything else is just text based. But it's actually an awesome game if you're looking for a DS game to pick up. I know some people wouldn't think to try a GTA game out on the DS, but I think it's actually just awesome. I'm really happy I picked it up. I was a little skeptic, even at $10, because I didn't think it would be that good, but it actually is awesome. But unfortunately, it didn't come with a manual, which kind of sucks. But whatever, it's only $10. And last was a game I was so happy to pick up, brand new for $20. I showed you my PS2 collection, but it's Valkyria Chronicles, another RPG. This one is more like it's an RPG, I guess, in a way. I would say it's an RPG, but I don't know. Other people will probably just call it a strategy game. But it's basically like a chess match. You have to tell your forces, your guys where to go and stuff like that. You can upgrade. It has just an awesome. The gameplay is awesome. I haven't really been like following the story to be honest, but it's awesome. It's like playing Risk, but like on a more scaled down level on a game. There's a lot of strategy involved for sure. It's a shooter, but it's like a turn-based shooter, if that makes sense. But it's awesome. I've been looking for this forever. I've rented it a few times from GameFly, and I just never bought it. I always just sent it back for some reason. But it was always like 30, $35 online. I got it for 20 at GameStop. And it's weird because I've always looked for it, but never thought to look in the news section, which I had to start doing. But I'm so happy I have this. I haven't had the chance to play it since I picked it up, just because I've been playing too many other games, namely Bioshock. But this is definitely a game I'm gonna put more hours into. I've put a ton of time into it. With all the time I've rented it, I've put a ton of hours into it, but just haven't beaten it yet. I don't even know how long it is, but I personally love it. And that's about it. So tomorrow I'll be getting Heavy Rain. I'll let you guys know how I feel about that. As always, please check out the website. The more views we get, the more fun we have doing it. We have a podcast now every Wednesday, so check that out. And if you have questions for it, please comment the page so we can have questions to answer on air. And that's it. I hope you guys have a good night. It's 1:15 in the morning now, so see you guys.